All right, who we got next? Who we got next? Delroy, what's going on, man? Where you
Going
at?
on? I'm at home. Well, I'm at my friend's house right now. I got a quick question. So I'm
Yep.
working on this contract right now, and it's for basically cars. They need like I don't want to say junk cars, but they need cars that are not necessarily. They don't have to necessarily be running. They just need to be like in shape for like military tactical training.
They
So
gonna be blowing them up or something?
yeah, they're gonna be. That's one of the questions I asked. They're gonna be shooting the doors up. It's like for
Yeah.
tactical training, so it's gonna be blowing them up, all that stuff. So we're responsible for getting the vehicles, bringing them on, having them delivered on site, and then taking the vehicles off the project, off the site as well
After they get shot up.
after they get blown up to pieces. And my
Hey,
question, I know it's a lot. It's like a lot of legwork, a lot of logisticals, and then on top of that, they want you to be like your company is stationed or whatever is supposed to be less than 15 miles or 15 minutes, a very short parameter from the base itself.
yeah,
So
yeah.
in my mind, like I know a couple places where I can get source those vehicles and stuff like that, at least in the beginning. So that way I don't have like a logistical nightmare of trying to. So my thought process is let's get like 30 cars in there for them. They're only gonna use like 10, I think, per training exercise.
Yeah,
And then they'll let me know, hey, we're gonna start another training exercise. We're gonna need like another 10. That way I kind of have like a little bit of a backlog
yeah.
to kind
That's
of
cool.
supply it.
Yeah.
So, but my question is to you, I'm just trying to wrap my mind around like the logistical piece of doing that, right? Like trying to figure out their cadence of their training, all this other stuff, and then also like just how to approach the whole contract in the sense of like I don't think anybody's gonna give you net 30 on used vehicles. I think I'm gonna have to come up with a lot of that money like up front.
Yeah. I
And
mean, with this one, I mean, it sounds like a good opportunity, right? Because it's a
yeah,
good problem. Like at
yeah,
the end of the day, all we do is solve problems for the
yeah,
government. There's not a sub that's set up to just sell cars that you blow up and I pick them back up and take them. Like no one
exactly.
does that. That's
Yeah,
not a, you can't Google that. Like that's not a
yeah,
Googleable thing, right?
hmm,
So you're a project manager. So like
yeah.
your role, the way you got to look at this, like, okay, I got to put my project management hat up and think about the parties I got to work with. I got to work with a supplier. I got to work
A
with the
shipper,
transporter, the shipper, the transporter. And I might got to
I've
work on like
got to get a lease for like a lot.
to even store them. Yep, you
Yeah,
might want to store them. So that's a good idea. You might want to have get someone to get the car somewhere else and then store them there and then transport them there.
yeah.
So
And
it's
the
just
last mile delivery for
yep.
like when they do call and say, hey, we need like 10. How do you
Mm-hmm.
guys get the other 10 there? So that's what I'm trying to figure out or just wrap my mind around that.
It's tough. It just gotta be worth your time for money, man. That's the thing
Yeah, that's what I'm
about it. It just
saying.
gotta be worth your money because it's like a used beat up car that barely works, couple $100, $400, $500. It's like how much can you sell that car to the government for? I guess is my
Exactly. That's
question.
what I'm trying to figure out. Like I don't know. Like, I think it comes a lot more or less the convenience, right? They're asking for a turnkey solution. They want this year for this amount of time, for this amount of days, and then get rid of it. And I think, you're going to have to pay a premium for that wherever
You
you
are.
go.
You are.
You know what I mean? So I think there's a lot of opportunity here, but I'm just trying to figure out
What you tell
everything.
Yeah, is there a junkyard, like a car junk place near you? Because I know
Oh,
I
yeah.
have one right around the corner.
Yeah, so so there's a pull parts where I live at, and I
Uh-huh.
did reach out. I reached out to them, and they're just like, yeah, like we can do it, but it's just like if I sell it to you, we're probably gonna sell it to you for like 1,700. Well, I can just have this car on the floor and let it sit here for 3 months, and I'll make like
In part.
4,200 in
In part.
parts.
Yeah, if they
So
part it out, they know they're gonna make more money in parts than
like me, I'm kind of, I don't, and there's no need for me to quick sale. We've been in business since like the 80s. Like I'm really doing you a favor kind of mentality. So now I'm trying to figure out what's another way I can source, because that was my original piece. And then trying to call people on Facebook Marketplace to like
to
shuffle all
do
this is
one
just
car at
going
a time. Nah,
to
heck
be
no.
one guy's crazy. Like,
No, that's logistically crazy. But the total is you need 30 cars, right?
so my 30, no, I need 10 per session, but
Yeah.
I'm thinking 30 to kind of stockpile me at first. And then as they roll out, I can kind of roll in. You know what
Oh,
I
you
mean?
you don't know how many sessions though?
No, they're not. I asked them that. They said it's government training, so we cannot disclose the training schedule, the amount of time they'll be training, and stuff like that. Like, yeah, that's all. Like,
You need to know
Wrapped
how
up.
many cars you need damaged.
Hey,
No, I know. They always say that I need 10. They need, when I call, you need
they only tell you 10 per session.
Yeah,
They're not telling you
yeah.
how many sessions.
Exactly. I don't know how many sessions of, like, it was going to be a week, a month, you know what I mean?
What state is this in? And who's the training for it? Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine?
It's going to be the Army, and it's out here in Georgia.
Hey, what's up, my friend? I'll let you get back to the video, but real quick, I've helped people make 6 to 7 figures a year in government contracting. No joke. Our students have been awarded over $100 million in contracts. Again, no joke. Hey, listen, do me a favor. Check the link above me or above my head or below and check out one of my master classes. You know, I'm doing some free trainings on Friday at 7 p.m. I don't do them often. I kind of do them as I have time. So click the link, go to the website. We have middleman101.com or thecontractingblueprint.com. Either way, they take you to the same place. But come check out a masterclass. It's a free training by me. It's an hour training. I go over government contracting, and then we'll see if we're a good fit to work together. Talk to you then. All right, peace.
It's going to be the Army, and it's out here in Georgia.
Army in Georgia. You guys near Fort Benning?
Exactly.
Near...
Yep. I think so.
That's probably for Ranger School, right?
I think that's what I think so.
All right. So if it's probably for Ranger School, you could probably look up somewhere and find out how often they have a new Ranger School. I think that school lasts for like 6 weeks or so. I don't know. Somebody else might be able to tell you. So knowing that, and they're probably gonna have like about 3 to 4 week break in between classes. So take that information, you could probably figure out how often they're gonna need cars when they run that school. There's some other folks that train out there too, but I don't know who they are and what they're gonna be or how they're gonna be using cars for that type of training. So you could do some research online and find out who trains out there, Army-wise, whether the Navy trains out there for stuff like that, or the Air Force, all that good stuff.
So my dad was in the military, and I was talking to him about it, and he was just like, you don't know. They have to kind of tell you, because that base is about as big as a major city, and there you don't know the training schedule. You have to figure out. You have to get more detail about it, because so many different people, units, train their special forces. It could be a team that's just there for a couple of weeks. It could be somebody that's permanently there. The variables are so drastic that's exactly what I was talking to him about. He was like, kind of just told me, like, you have to figure the details out, because there's no way you have to figure it out. Yeah.
So let's say you did figure it out. Like you said, back to logistics. Let's say you figured it out. Let's say you say, okay, they need 10 cars every 2 months or something like that. It's like, now it's like, okay, how much are you getting these cars for? How much you paying to transport them? How much you paying to store them? How much you paying to clean them up? I don't even know how that even works. Like, after they destroy the car, you got to still get the car back, and then you still got to dispose the car.
Exactly. I think I could dispose the car for some money. I think I can, like, scrap. I think they're going to end up weighing whatever's left.
Sell it by the steal what's left.
Give me a little, like, $100
plus the bullets in there. I don't know.
Exactly.
But okay.
Another option is, and you're gonna have to probably dig, but you know how you have the car shows and the show where they crashing the cars, the big trucks crashing the car.
The monster truck thing?
Monster truck rally.
Yes, exactly. Monster trucks rally. You can contact them, and they may have a source of where they get their vehicles from. And a lot of them be already crashed, and some of them be crashed too much to where they have to, get rid of them because they got, parts and pieces that's not staying together.
So that's the thing. Yeah, and I was thinking, well, okay, I'll take that into consideration, but the thing about the condition, like, they want them in a certain condition. They want the windows to still be intact. They want the balcony panels to still be intact. Okay. It's like they want, like, a perfect
They want an actual car.
They want a real,
They don't want it already.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they want something whole. You know what I mean?
But still, maybe. But Gary, like Gary said, though, still
call.
Call them to see what they're sourcing, see where they, see where they're. Cause for you right now, it's a supply chain issue. That's the issue. Like, you got to figure out what's the supply chain, what's the delivery, how much. Like you said, if that guy was gonna sell you the car for $1,700, I mean, does that mean you sell these to the government for $5,000 a car? I mean, I don't know. Like, is the government paying? I don't know how much they're paying for these cars to tear them up, but maybe they're paying high. I don't know.
I would imagine so, because especially for that delivery, then you want to be located where you want it to be. I think it only makes sense to charge a premium. Well, to us, government.
I think so. Yeah, too.
I say you go and charge them about 15 to 20 grand per vehicle, and you look for some old Ford, what they call them? Not Explorers. Well, yeah, old Explorers, and then the Caprices, and like them old Sevilles and stuff like that. Because what they probably want to do is shoot it up, and then they probably want to do some stuff to the engine, put some of those funky explosives on the engine and stuff, and then might want to get you well, once you figure out what kind of cycle it is, they're gonna have to train it. That'll make it easier for you to source the vehicle, because you can go around to different used car lots at different times of the year, especially if they pay you up front for some of these vehicles, and you could source 3 or 4 vehicles at a time. And if they're still running, it's nothing to get them on a couple flatbeds and then get them out there. Then it's just a matter of finding like a forklift or like a front loader company to go pick up and damage the vehicle.
Yeah, no, that could work. I'm thinking like shipping a car anywhere around the country might be a couple $100s if you needed to source anywhere. But like you said, get somewhere, like you said, they got the parameters of it's got to be within 10, 15 miles, get you a lot nearby, rent that lot, you know what I'm saying? Store those cars there, get you a local person there who can deliver the cars, let them know where they need to go for the end destination. But yeah, James, you're right. I mean, honestly, the government, military, they're going to be paying a premium for this. So like, in my mind, it's like, if you could sell these cars for 15, 20 grand, and logistically wise and all this stuff you got to do is you might be in it a couple grand, but you making that much per car, then like put your bid in and go. Because at this point, you're just bidding, right? You're just trying to put your bid in. So determine the price that's going to make it worth your time to do. That's all you at right now. And then once you determine that, go win the contract and we'll figure out the logistics.
All right, so that's okay. So just make it make sense number wise that it's going to make sense.
Yes.
And then once you get awarded, don't really run around too much trying to figure all that stuff out. Just win on the back end. Just figure that logistics out when the contract gets in hand.
Yeah. And again, yes, for me, like, don't get me wrong, you running with your hair on fire. Like once you get an award letter, you're like, oh snap, I got the award letter. Now I gotta I gotta really go line this stuff up. And it is gonna be crazy because you might get an award letter and they say, all right, we need cars in 2 weeks. And it's like, oh Wes, I gotta go figure it out. But guess what? That's a good problem to have. You got $20,000 per car and you can go buy a junker for, $1,000. That's a great problem to have. Like, let's go get that problem.
Okay, perfect. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Like, keep us posted, man. That sounds fun.
This is the best decision that I've made in a long time for myself. There's so much information that's being shared with us right now. Just yesterday, I had a major aha moment. I know today I expect another aha moment too. Just absorb like a sponge. That's all I could tell you, man. Just absorb like a sponge, because guess what? We all will be next. Guaranteed. We all will be next.
Aha moments. He's dropping golden nuggets. He's doing it again today. But what I liked the most was, I spent time putting together a list of opportunities I was looking at, and we looked at them, and we selected one, and we just kind of talked about it. Did he help me really narrow in and focus on what I need to be looking at? And to me, that's just like, I've already got my money's worth today. I can just stop.
Just full disclosure, I had pushed and went all the way through everything: registration, website, NAICS codes, set aside, all of that stuff set up, cage code, all of that's been done. Myself, I was at a point to where I didn't know what the next steps were. I asked a couple of questions yesterday, got clarification, and that was great. I didn't ask any questions today. I've been listening because it's hard to articulate, but it's almost like you don't know what you don't know. But to listen to the other students and Dr. West and the response and all of that triggered things for me. I'm like, oh, and I would write something down or I'd take a note. It's great to come with specific questions, but just to sit and listen to that detail and listen to what some other people are experiencing and some of their questions and challenges, and you can be like, oh yeah, I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, this is a great session. Very happy that I did this.